go up, you're locked into it, and that assortment comes every 90 days. So if you want the auto ship, remember, you can slow that down, you can cancel it, you can speed it up if you're starting, maybe everybody in your family is starting to use it. You have total control of it and you're never trapped into it. I just like getting the savings, and I know you do too, so why not lock that in? By the way, we continue free shipping on the auto ship as well. All right, let me tell you what's coming up in this hour as we continue on with Beekman 1802. These biphase body oils are amazing. They are so cool. This is such an innovative, unique design. You literally shake it up every time you use it, and it's called the Milkshake Body Mist. Oh, talk about drinking into your skin, and your skin almost craves it when you start using it. It recognizes it so brilliantly, and then of course it does its treatment work. Here's what we're doing. This is our body mist. You're getting either your choice of the honey orange blossom, the lavender, or the coconut. We have the free shipping, and these, again, like almost everything in the show, are on sale. So certainly take advantage of that. Then over here, this is another one that everybody waits for, and this is the GOAT, literally the GOAT of the GOAT. It's the greatest of all time. It is iconic. It's what the entire company started on, was doing goat milk, because the neighbor John, had goats and he didn't have any place for them. And they said, well, we'll put them on our farm. What can we do with goat milk? And it literally started a revolution around the world of people loving Beekman 1802. What we're doing in this pack, it is the 4-pack for $46.50. It's a huge customer pick. This is the ginormo size. Oh, they're all stuck together. Okay, this is the giant size. Okay, you see my hand, it's almost completely hidden by just one bar. This is months and months of moisturized, hydrated, better looking skin, softer skin, healthier looking skin, everything you can imagine. And we have a whole bunch of different scents that are available. That's going to be coming up. I do not know the individual, what's the individual price of a big old bar? Do you remember? 16 a piece. So
$16 half a pound.
Do a little math on that one. So 30 bucks, 32 bucks for two. Right? So a couple more dollars, you're getting a 4-pack. Okay, so let's begin. So in this hour, we're going to start off with our Bloom Cream. I have so many good stories today. So normally one of these, this is nuts out, right?
Yeah.
Okay, normally one of these is $54. We've actually doubled it up, $54 for a single one. If I took one away and said, hey, 54, but today it's $41.95, still would be an amazing offer, right? Well, what if we actually doubled the offer, clearly reduced the price, didn't double the price, we actually subtract the price off a single, and we have 3 flex, and we have, of course, free shipping all hour. This has auto ship as well. It is the moment. If you want one of the greatest skincare items, I think, in the entire line, to lock this in on auto ship.
I was trying to wipe the surprise off my face when you said, and the camera turned right to me, like my eyes were. Is it on? Oh my gosh.
Right, guys, we have auto ship, right? Look, you may be worried.
I know.
I better double check. Yeah. So every 90 days, once again.
So now it's $21 every time you want Bloom Cream.
Exactly. That is
Perfect.
Amazing.
Perfect.
Amazing. It's so good. Look at here it is, if purchased separately. By the way, you might not know this, but yes, you can buy Beekman in some of the most famous beauty stores out there. I am not going to list them. Don't buy them from the stores. We always have the better values. So if you went to a store, this is over it's $108 if you're buying at the store. So now we're at $54 pop, right? So yeah, 54 bucks. On our auto ship, here it is. You get 2 more every 90 days for at least 1 year or longer, and that's while supplies last. But you can lock this price in, so definitely take advantage of the auto ship. Bloom Cream.
I'm going to talk about the packaging, because this is the same amount as our original packaging. This is the moisturizer that you saw that would bloom. What we had was there was some feedback from some people with arthritic knuckles and some dexterity issues. We wanted to put something out there that was a little easier to use, travel friendly, and just give you choices. We still have the Bloom pump available. Now we did it for you in a tube, but at the end of the day, it's the exact same amount of product. Here, I'm going to open, and I'm just going to show you when we say Bloom, this is what that looks like. That's about the amount that you're going to want to use all over your entire face. And what this is this is a product that is completely clean beauty, jam-packed with nutrients. It's got goat milk, niacinamide, which is known as a skin evener, a skin brightener. This has become our company's #1 selling moisturizer globally. There is one Bloom Cream that is sold every 60 seconds across the country. We just won Skincare of the Year award with one of our big partners. Thank you. We're really excited about that. She celebrated a 5-year anniversary, and it's our #1 selling moisturizer.
Not great.
So for $21 a package, it's also the lowest price I've ever had Bloom Cream.
It's so good.
So now you got deodorant and Bloom Cream at the lowest price I've ever seen.
So yes, that's a yes.
Yes,
and
and
try
yes.
it. And again, I like the fact that it's once again very effective.
Yes.
It's very simple. Now we're going to grab the vitamin C because we had the vitamin C serum from last hour, and we
Okay,
were
great.
you don't have to cocktail them together, but if you really want to take it next level, I do want to remind you of that. But let's talk about some results. This is some amazing examples.
So this is a before and after, and we did the before and afters in 14 days. On the left, she's a beautiful woman. She's got gorgeous skin. But you can see through the picture 2 weeks later, she was slightly dehydrated. Her skin didn't have as much buoyancy as it could, and it didn't have that natural, youthful, flush color and glow. We did a test with another gal. She's got completely different skin, much more thin, fragile, less pigment, which means more sensitive. In her after, you see a restorative appearance to the cheeks. You see the light bouncing off her skin better, and you definitely see a healthier glow to her skin. That is real, true, long-lasting hydration. And we've got a huge research and development team behind Beekman 1802. One of the founders is Dr. Brent Ridge. He is educated in geriatrics, so his life's work in medicine and his passion has been how do you live your healthiest, longest life from the inside and the outside. So having a skin health company was always a dream for him and always a goal. That's why we specialize on sensitive skin, and we are known for skin health. This is a great, I call it a great equalizer. It works for oily skin, temperamental skin, hormonal skin, acneic skin, dry skin. It doesn't matter. This is really about equalizing and balancing and giving you true long-lasting hydration.
Now let's talk about why it works so well.
Okay.
Maybe we can show the big chart too, because I think it's important to understand really the essence and the work that goes behind each and every product.
Right. So when you look at, number one, we did a ton of clinical studies on this, and we've got results like 100% of people found it to be more hydrating. 93% of people talked about how it lasted after 24 hours. In every single product that we have, there are two key ingredients, kindness and then goat's milk. The scientific technology, oh, here's the clinicals. There you go. 100% said it was soft. 96% said that it left them with healthier looking skin. And that's our goal. We want your skin to look and feel as healthy.
And guys, hang on to that for 1 second. Read the fine print on this one. Most of the time when they do fine print, why do they make it fine? Because I really don't want you to read it. I want you to read the fine print. It says in a clinical study.
Yes.
Now this is important. There's a different thing from clinical study versus just I'm looking at my skin and going, oh, I think it feels more moisturized. I don't know, it feels better.
Right.
Versus a clinical study. That's actually instrumentally tested. So that is a massive, massive number. And I wish almost we would do the fine print bigger, because it's not, oh, read the fine print. It's like, no, you should read the fine print on this.
Yes, it's not a perception. I didn't perceive that my skin looked that way.
Exactly.
It's been clinically measured. Thank you for pointing that out.
It's as huge as the
It
day
is a
is
really
long,
big
guys.
difference.
Yes.
Yes.
It is. And you don't understand how much work and effort and expense it goes in for them to even put that graphic up. Just the legality behind being able to show you exactly what that graphic had on the screen is massive. And I like to take a moment, because I hope for the price and the value, and you expect all that from us, but you want it to work, and those show you clinically studying that they're incredibly effective.
Very. I mean, it's one of the lower ratings was 90%. Like 90% of people that use this said that their skin felt more radiant and felt more hydrated. So overwhelmingly, very well received. As far as the ingredients go, goat milk is one of them, and we've got that whole list that we've shown a few times. The technology to actually look at what's in goat milk was just developed a few years ago, and we were one of the first companies to do it. There's vitamins, known for brightening, powerful antioxidants. There's calcium, sodium, magnesium, essential minerals, peptides. I loved what you said at the beginning of the show. There are whole brands that are built on just peptides.
Yeah.
Whole brands that are built on just lactic acid, which is a gentle exfoliator. As we age, our skin stops cycling itself. Like we shed our skin like snakes shed their skin. But as we age, that gets sluggish and it slows down. So if you can get, the lactic acids into your products, that means that it's going to help you with that cell turnover. And then there's niacinamide. And I love a great niacinamide.
Why?
If you have struggled with uneven skin tone, spots, freckling, spring break of the 80s, coming back now that you're in your 50s or 60s.
Baby oil in the
exactly,
summer.
a little iodine, all of it.
Oh, yeah.
Niacinamide is going to be a game-changing ingredient for you. And the other thing is the doctor behind the brand. I mean, it's a doctor that helps, but then there's a huge research and development team.
Massive.
Lots and lots of people. And, you know, to your point, thank you again for pointing that out. So much goes into being able to say and make these claims out on camera. And I think the beauty world has become very confusing. There are so many experts. You don't know where to go anymore to get the real answer.
That's true.
Go to television shopping. That's where you go to get the real answer, because it is a tightly regulated programming, and everything that we say is vetted through an entire legal team. So this is a great way to really get the truth about beauty.
And I think it's a great way to be able to get great value. If you go out and about, I got to tell you, where they won the Best of Award is one of the biggest beauty stores in the world. It's very famous, and it was chosen the best, and it's, of course, it's best beauty here as well. But that is a really big deal, and you'll see that consistently across their brands. You can find them elsewhere. You can't find our values. They always make them special and different. Now, I got an update though. So my producer Kevin just told me, if you want the auto ship, there has never been a better moment since we launched this a couple of years ago than to grab this on auto ship. Now you're getting the lowest price we've ever offered, and you can lock it in. That's what auto ship does. Unfortunately, the bad news is, because I'm okay, you can research, you can do your thing, but if you want to lock in today's price, keep getting double the offer for less than the price of one, double the offer, less than the price of one. We now have 200, how many, Kevin? Oh, I thought you said that was the most limited. Okay, got it. Okay, so we've got a couple thousand left in auto ship. That's the most popular, and that is the most limited right now. So again, you know, I get it if you want to wait, and I appreciate that. But the problem is when auto ship sells out, it's not going to happen again. You get this one shot to be able to do it, and that's it. So being able to take advantage of the #1 pick when it comes to really transforming your skin. And then on top of that, doubling the offer up is a winner. Now, a little earlier, if you saw last hour, Miss Heather cocktailed this with our vitamin C. This is a serum that just kind of takes this to next level. If you'd like to pick that up, we still have it available. Just, can you give me like 15 seconds on it?
This is, first of all, it's a bonus size. It's completely stabilized. It did win Customer Choice Vitamin C Award here at HSN. We were really proud of that. It comes in blown glass packaging, which helps the product maintain its integrity, and it's jam-packed with a very powerful antioxidant that comes from a berry that is called an amla berry. So it's above and beyond just the vitamin C.
Okay, then I wanted to show you how she was doing this last hour. So what you do is you push, there's your bloom, you plunk, there you go.
There you go.
There it is. And then you apply.
You're all set.
And your skin's gonna feel and look absolutely delicious. And then give it some time. Give it a couple weeks, and you'll really see how transformative it actually is. All right, thank you for that.
This is a great price.
Ooh, it feels good going on with both
good?
those on there too. And a really super price on that too. Yeah, as you mentioned.
And highly effective.
Yeah, okay guys, everybody stay right there. $66 off the retail price, 3 flex pays, free shipping. Most of you are getting the auto ship on the double pack of the Bloom Cream. So just please don't miss out, because once that sells out, that's gonna be it. And we've never ever had a better price. A single one is $54. So even if you're only getting one of that at $54, it'd be cool, right? But let alone we've doubled the offer. All right, so really quick, we're gonna mention the face cream. It's the facial cleanser that we have. Got to start off with a great base. What does this do for us?
Oh, the oat and goat milk. This is actually our #1 selling cleanser. So #1 selling cleanser, what you have there is a combination of oat milk and goat milk. You also have these little tiny suspended beads that are jojoba beads. Inside of those jojoba beads is a jojoba oil. As you put that on your skin, you can put it on dry skin or moist skin, start to rub it in, those little beads are gonna burst. So you're gonna gently polish and exfoliate your skin, and then the minute that you've removed that dead skin cell, you're gonna drink in and absorb that jojoba bead oil.
It's awesome.
It's a nice cleanser.
And that is available on auto ship as well. So if you want to keep having it, and you have to start with cleanser. Make sure you get a smart cleanser, but again, it's not going to tear your skin. It's a treatment. Here's what's funny.
It is.
Most cleansers are for cleansing. They're not a treatment. Yeah. This is actually a treatment while you're using it.
We deliver that treatment as soon as your skin's ready.
I think there's a lot of fascinating developments that they've created in this line. I think the Bloom Cream is exceptional, but I think this is one of the most interesting because it's called a biphase, and Heather's going to explain it in just a second. This is the first time we've aired it during this visit. We saved it for our show specifically. Please remember, both hours, free shipping on everything. We do have 3 flex on this for $13 on a major credit card. You have your choice of the honey orange blossom. We have the coconut, or we have the lavender. Those are your 3 options. Now, this is once again on sale, so you're saving a little bit with this, but a tremendous product. And why was it developed? Why did they decide they needed this in the line?
So this is, if you guys are familiar with our milkshake toner for the face that ended up going viral, this is the body's version of the milkshake toner. And then just to be kind of extra special, we did some research and we found out that in the body treatment category, there are really very few options that have a scent to them that are alcohol free. So we wanted to add just a kiss of fragrance to this. It's got a kiss of fragrance, it's completely alcohol free. Its main purpose is your skin's health and really long lasting hydration. We're using a lot of the same ingredients as the milkshake toner. So you have squalene in this, you have hyaluronic acid in this, you're getting mugwort, you're getting natural fragrances. I'm going to see if I can get a sample, or if you guys just want me to play.
Look, I'm just going to use one.
Yeah, you just jumped right in, right?
Yeah, I'm like.
Yeah. So what they are, and they do smell fantastic.
Ooh, that does smell good.
That's the lavender.
Ooh.
Yes.
That's, oh my gosh, put a light on right before you go to bed.
Wait till you smell the honey orange blossom.
Really? Okay.
This one's so good. The reason I'm talking about just a kiss of fragrance is because I don't want you to think that this is like a body mist where it's going to double as a fragrance. It's very light. Do you smell that?
Ooh, oh, that is good.
The honey, I'm telling you
that made
guys,
my mouth water,
the
actually.
honey orange blossom.
Ooh, that's good.
Is absolutely incredible. And then the coconut smells like you just stepped off the beach of a luxurious
But when do we
vacation.
use this, and why do we use it?
So you want to use this after you get out of the shower or after you get out of the bath. Really what this is it's going to be a time saver, it's a moisturizer, and it's a treatment for the body that does not have competition in the marketplace. There's nobody else that is doing a biphase, like custom blended skincare product like this that also has fragrance. Now in our clinical studies, you just saw that there was a 100% of people that tried this came back and measured with a deeper hydration. Wow. It is for healthier looking skin. It will give you, this is a big claim for me, it will give you the softest version of your skin that you have ever felt. Here's some of our clinicals. 100% agreed that it felt lightweight and it was easy and quick to apply. 93% said that it was fast absorbing and it helped the skin feel smoother. So you shake it. You can use it right when you get out of the shower or the bath. I put a little bit of our body lotion on and then I seal it with this. And I'm telling you, your skin feels like a baby's bottom.
Okay, I'm just gonna say I would either go for the lavender or that honey orange.
The honey
that
orange
is
is
I think the
good.
coconut's lovely. It's very, very light. Those two have a little more kick to them. But again, nothing is overly sweet smelling. It's lovely. The whole thing is a lovely experience. You know what I would love this too is I play a ton of tennis. I'm an avid tennis person.
Yes.
And I get off the court sometimes and I do sweat profusely. I'll just be really honest. I would use the wipes.
Yep.
And like, especially because a lot of times we'll go to lunch afterwards. And I mean, we go straight from there to lunch.
Yeah.
Right? It's pretty gross. So what I would do is take my wipes, because we all love the wipes, and then come back, do the wipes, kind of clean up, and then spray that on, and your skin, that hydration and the velvetiness of it. I just sprayed some on my hand.
feel that.
Oh, it's amazing. Like it's
It is silky soft.
It's silky, silky soft. And then all of a sudden you feel beautifully refreshed and you're hydrated. And of course, it's a long-term treatment. You got to remember that whenever you're doing anything in the Beekman line, it's always good for your skin right then, and it's great for your skin long-term as well. Now, here's the update on this. How are we doing in terms of quantity? Oh, good. Okay, you guys are all jumping on the honey orange blossom. It is amazing, and there's less than 1,000 there. That's going to be your coconut, and then this is, of course, going to be the lavender. I love the lavender if you're relaxing at the end of a long day. Before you go to bed, just squirt some of that on. You slip into your sheets. They're nice and cool. Your skin feels velvety soft. You have that lovely, relaxing lavender scent that's so spa-like, really, when you think about it.
It's tranquil.
That would be an amazing evening experience. Just before you go to bed, just have that sweet moment to yourself after a crazy day where you just relax and go, oh my gosh, I smell so good, but your skin feels so good. The other thing that's nice about it, I'll be honest with you, this is how weird I am. I do not like gunky hands. I don't know if any of you are in my, I'm a crafter, but I can't throw pottery. I don't like to get, it's just really weird. I don't like my hands gunky. That's why I like paper, because paper's clean. I also am not a big fan of rubbing lotions in. So the great thing about this, I'm weird. Is anybody doing, Billy, oh my God, I don't know, we've got to get together sometime and do something fun, because we're just going to talk beauty products. That's my director. I don't like gunky hands. You know, I love this. You spray it on, it immediately absorbs, it's velvety, but I'm not
Yeah, and you don't even have to rub it in.
No.
You know, if you live by yourself or you're very, very independent, you don't need anybody for this one. This is for all the independent people out there.
Or the weird ones like
exactly.
me, who do not like gunky hands.
All the way down your back, and it your body just drinks it. The mist is so incredibly fine.
Yeah.
It's almost hard to see, and as soon as you stop moving it, then that buy phase ends. So remember, to activate the product, there's a lot of very, very fresh ingredients. To activate it, you want to shake it and then spray it, and you don't need a lot. I'm gonna give a little user tip. Stand on a towel or on a bath mat because it's so fine, not all of it is going to hit your body, and if it gets on the ground, it's gonna deliver that product onto the ground, and it's very, very silky. Not greasy, but very silky. So I stand on a towel or on a bath mat, and you just spray, and you just stand there and let it absorb. You don't even have to rub it in.
And I'm so frugal, I would just spray closer.
Yeah, be like,
I would probably have to touch it. That's okay. And but because it is so fine and so light, it's not like you don't feel like you have to wash your hands when you're done using it. You ever use a lotion or something like that and you feel like, oh, I gotta wipe my hands off? You do not feel this way at all with this. It's just light and delicate and lovely and crazy velvety soft. I can't wait till you try it. Like, you're gonna get it at home and maybe you've never tried a mist before and you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, this is totally different. And again, if you're not a real lotion person, and quite frankly, I'm not, I just don't really like lotions. I think it's my sensitivity to it. This is perfect for those of us who are not big lotion people. Also, I'm very impatient. I get up, I gotta get going, I got things to do. Just dashing it on and all of a sudden it's treatment. It's lightweight, it's velvety soft, it immediately absorbs, your skin feels amazing. All of this just chocked full of great ingredients for you. You guys are loving the honey orange blossom. That one, I am telling you, you're gonna be obsessed with it.
Smells so great.
There's less than 900 now. It's on sale. We have 3 flex. We have free shipping. We do not even have auto ship. So you might want to think about getting a couple of these. How long's the shelf life unopened?
2-year unopened shelf life on
Oh,
that one.
perfect. So you can stock up because the price is great, and make sure to get a couple of these because they're going to be okay on the shelf. That would be a great gift idea too. I think it'd be fun is if you're doing bridal gifts for your bridesmaids.
This was a huge launch for us.
Can you imagine putting that in all the little bridal bags?
Yes.
Wouldn't that be fun? Yeah, big launch. Just tickled to have it in the show today. All right, 20% off. We got a really fun little deal going on today. If you take that code and put it in the code thing at checkout, I don't know what is it called? Put in the code. No, but it just is a promo code on our website, right? Type in sunshine. You're gonna save 20% on a single item today. That's pretty awesome. Take advantage of it. Like, that's a really nice savings. Check it out on hsn.com, but go in and have some fun on our app and do a little shopping and saving on us. All right, next item up. This is a huge customer pick, guys. I understand why. And again, Heather, massive value. We have had so much fun our last 2 hours because everything's on sale, lots of big deals. And this one is a trio of the famous hand and body wash. And again, this is body wash too. So think shower, think bathtub, think, your sink in the kitchen. You can literally put this anywhere. You're getting a set of 3. These are full size, so this is massive. You have pure coconut cream, lavender, honeyed grapefruit, mint eucalyptus, vanilla absolute, honey apricot, honey and orange, lilac dream, and almond honey cookie. And all of this at, of course, a phenomenal value. We're $21 off the retail price. Does this not surprise you that it's a customer pick?
Not at all. It's, I mean, you're basically buying 2 and getting 1 for free.
Oh, did they bring me a bowl too?
They did.
Do I get to suds up?
Do you want to be the lather daddy today?
I'll lather. Look, I'll do it.
Look at her. She's going to roll up her sleeves and everything.
Come on, let's have it. I'll do it. Yeah, I've just been standing here all the whole time.
Well, maybe while you're lathering, I'll do a brief description of some of the scents so that if you're like, okay, great, I know I want it, how do I choose my scent? Almond Honey Cookie is one of our most recent launches. It's a very gourmand way to get something that's like a fresh baked good, but not overly sweet. An Italian bakery is never going to be overly sweet. It's a mix of Italian almond biscotti and amaretto. Lilac Dream smells very feminine, very soft and floral. It's a botanical greens mixed with a fresh lilac. We have Honey Orange Blossom. That's my personal pick. Smells like that little white flower that grows on the orange trees.
And by the way, honey orange, we only have single ship.
Okay.
That's already sold out of the auto ship.
Okay, that's a very popular scent for us, by the way, if you're a new neighbor. Apricot and honey, this is a spa scent. It smells like fresh apricots. We have our vanilla absolute. That's a mix of Madagascar food grade vanilla, so gourmand quality cooking vanilla mixed with sandalwood and cedar.
And that's only available in single ship as well. Oh, we're selling off all the auto ships. Boo.
Ooh, well, they find it online.
Yeah.
Mint and eucalyptus is going to be spearmint, basil, and eucalyptus. Now I'm waiting for the news.
She's like,
honeyed grapefruit is just like a sugared citrus. It's a beautiful, bright grapefruit. Lavender, we use a fresh cut French lavender. It doesn't smell like an old, outdated potpourri. It's really fresh and clean. Coconut cream is an organic white coconut milk with lime leaf and a white flower. And then Pure, which I think is the one you're using, completely unscented and a ton of natural pure goat milk.
And single ship only. So it looks like I've got 3 or 4 that are only available in single ship. And again, you're getting a trio. Each of these are 12.5 ounces. These are really nice size.
Yes,
too.
they last forever. I think they retail at around $22 each.
A piece, so 2, 4, 6. Yeah, I've got $66. Normally.
And I'm going to show, because you gave this tip earlier, you don't need a full pump. If all you're doing is washing your hands, because if you do, that's a quarter of a pump, that's enough to wash your hands. If you're going to go shower, 2 pumps, that whole loofah is going to like create this entire foam bath in your shower.
And here's what's amazing about this too. When you guys really look at it and you feel it, it does feel like a cream. It feels like you're putting the most beautiful cream on your hand. It's velvety soft. It's not like soaps at all. Like it's a totally and complete different experience when it comes to using any kind of like soap related product. Does that make sense? Even if you, I particularly like gels. That's another thing too. I prefer using a gel versus a soap. I like the gel because I love using a loofah sponge. And I find that the product goes a really long way when you put it in a loofah sponge. So if you, I think, want your biggest bang for a buck, especially if you're using a body gel, get this.
Yes, and the scents, like they will last. Once you work them into the loofah, your shower, once everything gets steamy and warm and the scents start to open, it transports you. So you get to choose, am I in an Italian bakery? Am I in a fresh field of lavender before I wind down and go to bed? Am I, getting up in the morning and I'm looking for that burst of that bright mint and eucalyptus? You can't go wrong with any of these scents. Something else that makes this very unique, most of the times what we wash our hands with in the kitchen stays there. In the powder room stays there, and then in the shower is a completely different formula. This is strong enough for the kitchen. It is fancy enough for the guest bathroom, and it is powerful enough for the shower. Like it's gentle enough for your babies, but strong enough for the kitchen.
I think Josh will be proud of me. Josh, if you happen to be watching this, I hope I'm doing a good job.
Now I'll have to look at my phone every now and then, because nine times out of 10 I'll get a text. Yep, tell her I said yes. So you guys are watching.
I'm doing pretty good, but look, here, I want to show this to you as well. Look, and I want you to see, some people freak out when they see bubbles. They're like, oh no, it's bubbles, it's gonna strip my skin. What makes this different?
Well, number one, it doesn't have any parabens, there's no sulfates, there's no mineral oils, there's no petroleum in our products. Those are what's not in it. It's also what is in it. Goat milk is in it. And we've not said this for a while, but goat milk and human skin share the same pH. That is important because our bodies know what to do with it. We understand each other. I feel that goat milk delivery system really impacts the absorption of our products. And vitamin C is great, and amla berry is great, and peptides are wonderful. We love all of these things, but if your skin doesn't absorb it, we're just out here talking. It's that delivery. It's the same pH, that goat milk delivery system that has your skin drinking in the body cream, drinking in the hand soap. You get out of your first shower or bath with either our wash or our soap bars, you know immediately that was a different bathing experience.
Yeah.
You don't have to do it over and over and over.
And then here's what's funny, like you start using it, right? And then you'll go to a hotel and you'll just use whatever they happen to have there. It could be a nice hotel too, whatever, right? And then you forget how great it is until you don't have it to use it.
Especially the deodorant.
Does that make sense?
All of them, but especially that deodorant.
Yeah, but in a hotel, you go, oh, I'm not going to take anything with me. And then the first time you use hotel soaps or gels or whatever they have in the bathroom, all of a sudden here's what happens. You get really comfortable with how this feels and how your skin reacts to it until you're without it for a couple days. And then you remember how great it is. Does that make sense? It's so true. You all of a sudden go to a hotel, a couple days later, you're like, oh my gosh, my skin's crawling. Oh my gosh, I got gotta go buy some lotion, or I'm glad I brought my lotion, just because you left this at home, right? And then you really experience the difference. So a lot of you forget how great it is until you go somewhere else and all of a sudden you're like, I need my Beekman, please. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap up on this. I think I've done a pretty good, look at that, look at all this fluffiness, isn't this great? It
looks
makes
like
me
frosting.
happy. It does, it just makes me so happy. This doesn't bother me, I love this.
Yeah,
It's not
I got a pretty good job. It's not bad.
It's not, it's good. All right, stay tuned, we have more coming up around the corner.
It's not often that one can wake up every day and pursue their passion. Voila! For over 25 years at HSN, I have been able to do just that. I'm here with all of you out there and teaching you how to cook.
Discover new flavors with the culinary master, Wolfgang Puck. Improve your cooking style with his easy-to-use cookware.
And the best part is,
He's on HSN. Watch and shop now.
Be the first to know when your favorite brands and celebrities will be on HSN. Sign up for When to Watch emails and we'll let you know when they'll be live on air. Simply go to your HSN account to update your communication preferences and select your favorite brands. Or sign up directly at the bottom of a product page. You'll receive email notification every time your favorite brands will be live on HSN. Customize your shopping experience with When to Watch emails today.
It's got to be the best deal we have ever offered.
Shop today's hottest deals all in one place on HSN's free TV streaming service, QVC Plus and HSN Plus.
This is where it gets very exciting.
Score savings from QVC, HSN, and beyond, and get that thing you need at the price you want.
Wait till you see what you're saving.
Your wallet will thank you. It's all on QVC Plus and HSN Plus. Download the free TV app to start streaming now.
You are watching HSN, and now I have something that was saved for just you and I watching the show today. So this was saved. It is a favorite of all time, and we're talking about the famous wipes. So we've got a couple options for you. This is actually a really fabulous, once again, value. First off, I'm going to start right there. You're seeing 3 of the 30 count, and we're familiar with a 30 count. If you go on hsn.com right now, you can get a 4-pack. I think it was for $31, a 4-pack. Okay, so, you know, okay, fair enough, that's good. But right here, this is the big guy. This is the biggest, the largest that we offer. It is a 100 count of the wipes, and that by itself retails for $30. So for basically $10 more, you're getting 3 more. Now let me explain. So this is $30 here, $12, $12, $12. Right? So that's
Yes.
32 on this side, $30 on this side. So basically another great value on a customer pick. It's consistently, Heather, been a favorite since, I swear, the day they launched them.
Yeah, and for those of us that love the wipes, it's one of those, if you know, you know. We only produce this size once a year. So this is like the mega brick of wipes where you get 100 wipes. If you are constantly going to your closet and pulling out new packages, maybe you've got a new puppy, maybe you've got a new baby, maybe you've got toddlers, you've got little ones, you do daycare, you take care of the grandkids a lot. Whatever the reason, this, a lot of times, this big jumbo size, I mean, obviously when you buy in bulk, and I do want to say it seals very well. It's going to have this sticker on top, and then, can you guys hear that? So you don't need to worry about any of them drying out. I took a couple of them out right now. I'm going to show everyone the size if you've not seen a presentation of these yet. So there's 2. We're around 3 times the size of the leading competitor in the marketplace. It does have a little bit of stretch to it. It holds around 6 pounds, its weight, so you can put up to 6 pounds here, which means it's not going to easily rip. There's little tiny texture, this knurling to it. I feel like these end up being moisture pillows, and they end up kind of holding the essence. And what the product that's on these has mineral-rich waters from upstate New York. We have CoQ10s, we have vitamins, we have goat milk that's included. What's not in here, there are no parabens, no sulfates, no mineral oils, no alcohol, and these at all. And then this is about how much product is in every single one.
That's amazing.
So it keeps kind of going and going. And then I was showing Suzanne this earlier, even after I completely squeeze them out, it would remove a full face of makeup. Like it's still
easily,
very, very hydrating.
Yeah. Now, I think it's important to realize that people started buying these to do it on their face. And again, you're getting a huge value. If you compare them to the other makeup wipes that are out there, they're not as effective. Obviously, there's a lot of harmful chemicals in those. Their towels are definitely not as big, and you spend a good amount for one pack. And you're just not getting the results that you're going to get with Beekman. With these, we have people who discovered, though, that they're now in the diaper bags. They put them in the tote. They put them in the gym bag. They take them to the soccer field, all the sports field. The kids come off from the amusement park and they've got sticky, ooey gooey cotton candy stuff all over them. They're taking them out and wiping the kids down because they're safe for everybody. Everybody can use these. One of my favorite stories that I've heard is that people who work with people who are either bedridden or in assisted living or maybe have had surgery and are kind of stuck in bed for a couple of weeks or even longer, they love it as a refresher. It's a really kind thing to do, and that's a big part of what Beekman is all about, is kindness. It's a kind thing to do to share this with somebody, because if they're miserable and they're laid up in bed or they can't get to the shower very often, it is a really beautiful thing to share with them so that they can clean up and feel their best, typically when they're not feeling their best.
Yeah, and it gives people, you know, it allows them to maintain some independence, you know, and I hear from a lot of people that work in assisted living facilities that, you know, it's allowed people to just hold on to their integrity and maintain a little bit of independence in that way. It's nice, too, that you don't have to rinse after you use them. So they're not going to leave a film of anything behind. Because they're made with a water that comes from upstate New York, they are already clean rinsed. I've never understood buying a wipe, cleansing with it, and then having to rinse your face. I'm like, well, why wouldn't you just wash your face? Like, why are you adding an extra step?
Right.
So they're strong enough to remove makeup, dirt, debris, sebum, all of those things, but they're gentle enough and natural and clean enough that you don't have to splash water after you use them.
That's awesome.
They're really a wonderful product. You can use this as a beauty treatment because they're incredibly hydrating. Pop it in the refrigerator and use it as a moisture mask. Cleansing, post-workout. Keep your hands clean. Lightweight moisturization we were just talking about. Skincare. I mean, if you travel a lot and you're like, I want to bring 1 or 2 products, you're getting a dose of skincare.
That's a great point.
Camping. Are you a camper?
Yeah, I am. I'm a glamper.
Really?
I'm a glamper.
Okay, well, I maybe am a glamper. Okay. Maybe. It'd have to be pretty glamorous.
Yeah,
pretty glamorous.
But it is. It's great for camping. I love it in my tote bag. I literally, most of us carry a tote bag or a little rolling suitcase from Samantha Brown. I happen to carry a tote bag, and I throw them in, and it doesn't matter. You could be out gardening and just want to come in, you're hot and sticky, but you don't want to have to go and take the whole shower and all that. Grab one wipe. You don't need 5 wipes to cover the body. Give yourself that quick pickup, and there you go. Out the door you go, feeling kind of refreshed. I really, really like it if you have kids, any little kids in your family, because they're always a hot mess, right? Maybe they've been at the park, and or maybe it's just they're outside in the what is it? The cart that comes by that sells some ice cream. Ice cream truck. Ice cream truck. It's called a truck that sells ice cream.
Or an ice cream truck.
I love summers. I think when kids, here's my theory, kids should come in filthy dirty during the summertime, anytime really, from playing outside all day. That's, they've had a good day. If kids comes in, they're pristine, they've been not outside having fun. So the dirtier they are when my son used to come home, the happier I was, but also he's filthy dirty. So pull this out, wipe them all down. The amusement park, wipe them all down. You might be out gardening. You might be out just taking the dogs on a walk, and you get back, especially, I used to live in Florida, it's so hot and sticky now, and you just want that quick refresher. It's great for that. I love the idea of travel and not taking all of your skincare routine.
You don't need
How
to bring a
amazing
cleanser.
would be you just take the makeup off, get all the grime off, and know you're getting a treatment at the exact same time.
Right, and we have great cleansers for your everyday use. Obviously, we're going to go there, but if you're traveling, if you're going overseas, if you're gone for a couple of weeks, this is going to do that and more.
Yeah.
They're excellent, too, for just general travel, like as you're going through TSA. They're completely TSA approved.
Oh, true.
Have them in the center console of your car after you pump gas. They're a great makeup remover and a great touch-up. I even clean my glasses, my phone screen. They're that clean rinsing.
Wow.
You just kind of end up wiping everything down because they stay so hydrated. Like once you've used it for what you need it for, you kind of look at it and go, okay, what else can I clean with it?
That's true. Well, you don't want to waste it.
You don't want to waste it. So I'm like, okay, after I wash my face or my hands, now I'm going to wipe down the center console of my car.
That's a great idea. All right, so here's what happened. The Pure is almost gone. We have only about 350 left in the pure. We have lilac, eucalyptus. Remember, the big pack. This is the big guy. They only do them once a year. That's 100 count. And then you're getting $12, $12, and $12. So the whole bottle of wax is actually $61.79. So really nice savings and a great way to stock up on these. And we do not have auto ship on this. So definitely take advantage of that. All right, quick mention. We do have the travel whites still available. These are a 15 count. Again, you know, they can go everywhere. You're getting a 5-pack. It's great for the gym. You go work out and you just want a quick refresher before you stop. Most people when they work out do 10 more errands after they work out. They go to the groceries, they stop at the post office, whatever, and you want to get that quick refresher. This is great. I think these are awesome as for baby bags and really nice if you travel. Taking a 30-pack is a little bit too much. You'll only be gone for maybe a week, so that's going to be perfect for, quite frankly, removing your makeup. I mean, that's what, it's so funny because that is literally the reason they made it originally.
It's the makeup
and then
remover.
Everybody else has come out.
We
and
all
said,
reinvented the wheel.
It's totally true. It's so true. All right, guys, we're going to take an encore look at one of the most popular items that we featured in our 2 hours with Heather. Here's what happened. Speaking popular, almost 5,000 have now been ordered. 5,000. It is going to become your favorite underarm deodorant ever because, again, it's good for you, but believe it or not, it actually works. I went through this phase where I was trying everything. It's the rock that they sell at the health food store, and you get it wet and you put it on, and I was like, what's up with this? I don't get it. I've tried all the different creams. I really have, because we know, and if you do any research, in essence, a lot of the products that are out there are just not good for you. You shouldn't be putting them under a very sensitive area like your underarms, right? Well, of course, the Beekman boys said, we're going to change that, and they did dramatically. In fact, this has been so popular, we were all shocked this is a weekly deal drop because we literally have been they have been back ordered on this. It means companies like the big beauty stores that are out there, we here at HSN, we've been asking, please bring it back in, please Beekman. And they're just like, sorry, we cannot make it fast enough because it always sells out. So in a big way, you're actually getting a set of 3. So 3 of these is our weekly deal drop. That is a $60 value. So 20 for a couple bucks more, we've tripled it up. You have your choice of the coconut. In the middle, we also have your option as the
Glacial mint.
Oh, glacial mint, which
Eucalyptus.
I love that with the eucalyptus. And then this is the variety pack, which is the most popular right now. There's only 400 left in single ship.
Okay.
And now we're down to only 300 left. If you want to lock in this deal for as long as you stay in auto ship, we've got 300 more spots. In this one, because it's almost gone, you're getting the coconut, the glacial mint, and the original. Now, if you just want a triple of the original, you can get that as well, which is, I guess we're calling original or pure.
And heads up, I'm fighting a sneeze like you can't believe.
Are you really?
So excuse me for a second because it's
you.
going to pop out any second. I was going to try to be graceful, but I'm like, it is literally, I'm about to sneeze.
If it goes, do it. Here we go. All right, so how do you choose? Well, here's what it wasn't even loud. Oh, I hope you sneezed. I didn't do it yet. Oh. Oh, she's going to go to a whole nother building. Okay, bye. Thanks for hanging out, Heather. Heather has left the building. All right, here's what I want to chat about is the deodorant. Now, again, like everybody else, maybe not, but if you're using traditional deodorants, please just read the back of it and then look up the ingredients, and you'll be kind of shocked at what you'll discover. With Beekman, they take everything we love about that goat milk. They put in all the benefits, the vitamin A, the vitamin C, the peptides, everything they discovered that's so brilliant about nature's goat milk is inside here. But also they've added some other ingredients that actually is going to eliminate the reason that we smell and the reason that we wear traditional underarm deodorant. And Heather is back to explain exactly how that works.
Some things I do very quietly. Sneezing is not one of them, so I apologize, everybody. Yes. Okay, so are we talking about body odor?
I was saying, yeah. What's the magic that literally gets rid of the stink?
So the magic in this is rather than just dry the skin out or mask it or cover it up with an antiperspirant or powder, what you're doing when you do that is, number one, you're throwing off your skin's own balance. Our goal at Beekman is to give you healthy skin every place on your body. How you create body odor is our body naturally has bacterias, and the bacterias are fed on. And think of a little Pac-Man. When that bacteria is fed on and it bursts, it creates an off gas. Off gas is what's body odor. When you start to not create as much bacteria, then there's nothing to feed on and nothing produces an off gas. So our goal is to go in there and in a natural, clean way, help your body not create as much bacteria so that you don't have as much off gassing. We use an active ingredient that's called calcium citrate. We also have goat milk in this. It's going to come off completely clear. It looks more like a lotion or a cream. It's not going to stain your whites, and it's not going to give you white powdery marks on your blacks. It is highly, highly effective, and when I first started using it, I used it twice a day. Then after several weeks, I cut back to just once a day, and I would say after probably 7 or 8 months of using it once a day, I just wasn't producing the bacteria as often as I did. So now I wear deodorant maybe 3 or 4 days a week.
That's amazing.
But there's some days that I just don't. That's just my personal experience with it.
But you don't need to.
I don't need to. It's just, it's not the same. And I had massive, massive skin issues under my arms. I was showing Suzanne earlier, like there's actual some scarring. So again, I'm not making a medical claim, but my personal story was when I joined the company, I was like blistered, like cracking even, and I would itch and scratch. Wow. Sometimes even having the air touch my underarms would be irritating and hurt. I had to dress some things that were kind of cap sleeve. I didn't have it my whole life. It popped up after some hormonal changes, and all of a sudden I was out of luck, so I had to go to clean deodorants. This was the first one that I found that really, really works, and it actually ended up changing my body, so now I just don't need it as much as I did. And again, that's just my experience.
Were you surprised at how effective it was?
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah.
I was very surprised because like you, I had wet the salt crystal and I had tried all of the things, because when you start to research why you don't want aluminum and why you don't want baking soda, especially for women, it's almost like you can't go back once you know what you know about it. And I want you to go online and do your own research. But then you're in this space where, okay, great, now I know that, but I can't go walk around offending everybody, so what do I do? It's really hard to find a clean deodorant that smells great, that's effective. And this is more than just taking care of the smell. Like the skin on my underarms is a healthier version. So it's not just I don't smell, it's also my skin looks better. It's healthier, it looks more clear, it's cleaner, it's not itching and scratching and dry. Right. The skin on your underarms is skin just like any place on your body.
So let me ask you this question. A lot of women, because we're shaving under there, we do all the business that we do, right? And you end up getting all the bumps, and we just think that is because we're shaving. Mm-hmm. It's actually not, is it?
Well, I think
your skin under here is not supposed to be different than the skin up here.
I think it depends on the woman. I can only get my personal testimonial. I used to have ingrown. I used to have some discoloration. My skin under my arms looked very different than it does today. The only thing I've changed is my shower rituals, which is Beekman soap. I'm head to toe Beekman. If I open my travel bag right now, everything that I use is Beekman. And this was game changer for me personally. Yeah. I didn't get to say in our earlier presentation too, that we are hearing from a lot of people, and I used it on my feet at a trade show once, you don't just have to use this in the underarms.
I was gonna ask that.
I mean, I worked a trade show in Vegas a couple of years ago, and I was on my feet for like 12 hours a day. And instead of using the traditional foot powders, I had this with me, and I thought, what's the harm? It was great. So I hear from runners, athletes, parents of teenagers that have a lot of stinky tennis shoes around the house.
What if you're wearing a skirt? Because let's be honest, in the summertime wearing a skirt, not the most pleasant thing.
Sometimes, I mean, you hear, like if there's certain areas of the body that rub.
What about the girls?
Right. I mean,
we've
heard it all.
Yeah, I know, but that is a serious issue. A lot of times, especially when it gets hot and humid, if you've got some girls, I mean, I know so many women who have a real issue underneath the girls, and it gets itchy and it gets red and it gets sore and it's so sensitive. So again, think about all the places where, we have a lot of sweat, where we produce a lot of odor. And well, yeah, you're right. I mean, it's safe enough to be able to use in those areas. So I would absolutely try that. I mean, try it everywhere, nothing to lose but the stink and the smell, And I think it's so interesting that your body got accustomed to it. That's the first time I've actually ever heard that presenting this.
And that's just me. That's my personal experience.
But I do think when your body's switching from what you've been using for years to something like this, you got to give it a little bit of time. Yeah. Give it a little bit to make sure that your body can adjust to it, because it's not used to it. The stuff we're using now has a completely different effect than this does. So I think that's really actually exceptional advice. So you have 30 days. It's not going to take 30, I can tell you that. But you have 30 days to try it out. Yeah, but it's the consistency so your body can get used to something different. Because I bet you've been wearing the same underarm deodorant for how long? And quite frankly, you just have to do 2 seconds of research to realize how you've got to be so cautious of what you're putting, especially under your arms, under your arms. All right, here's the choices. This is the assorted. So you're getting the eucalyptus, you're getting the coconut, and you're getting the original. This is great for a guy as well if you want something that has very little scent. went. There's less than 300 left in both options. So single ship and auto ship is almost sold out. If you want to lock in today's incredible value, remember at retail, this is over $60. Stay in auto ship. It comes every 90 days, but remember, you can control that. You can cancel it whenever you want. This is going to be your trio of the glacial mint eucalyptus. We also have the trio of the coconut, and then finally we have the trio of the pure. So if you don't want any scent, or it's a little light scent, you can grab the pure, which is always the most popular in the entire line. So anyway, stay right there. The weekly deal drop is getting super limited. Really good idea picking up that trio of the mixed, so you can get a little different scent for you. All right, guys, one more item we're gonna squeeze in, and it's a biggie. I kind of wish you didn't wait till the very end, but it's okay. We're gonna end on what started it all, actually. So, if you guys missed out, there's two gentlemen, Josh and Dr. Brett, who are the founders of Beekman, and they were out apple picking, found this beautiful old farm up in upstate New York, and then lost their jobs like 2 years later. And they thought, oh my God, we're gonna do. And there's a farmer, Farmer John, neighbor, who had goats. And he had lost his property, but wanted to keep his goats. And he went to them and said, hey, could I put my goats in your property? They said, yeah. And then all of a sudden, this most amazing thing happened. And it, to this day, is neighbor to neighbor, kindness, sharing kindness, people doing things for others. And I think because of the essence of their story, that's why they become a global phenomenon. And this right here is what started it all on their dining room table.
It did.
I love, do we have the pictures? Do you guys happen to have the pictures on the dining room table? Because this is such a neat story about how kindness pays.
It doesn't. I mean, think these are two city slickers that move into a small town in upstate New York. They don't know people very well.
Right.
They get very lucky. They get a huge order, and then they think, okay, great. Now what do? Now we got to wrap 25,000 bars of soap. The entire community gathered in their home. And in some of the photos, you can see throughout the seasons as they were getting them, that there would be drifts of snow. There were parts of the house that they couldn't even heat.
No way.
Yeah, there'll be like actual drifts of snow. So what they did is they made a commitment. I always get the chills when I tell this story. They made a commitment to consistently support the neighbors that supported them in the beginning. And that's why when we come out on set, we call everybody that's part of our Beekman community a neighbor. I always say hi neighbors, and some people are like, who is she, Mr. Rod? Like, no, we just call each other neighbors. And the brand was built one person by one person, one friend by one friend. And I want to speak to the TV shopping family for just a moment, because I recently had a conversation with Brent and Josh. We've become one of the fastest growing wellness and skin brands nationwide. We have really, really grown quickly. And I said to them, our TV shoppers get such a good deal. Like, if I go out in retail, it is not the same. Why is that? And they said, we will never forget where we started. We will never forget who supported us from the beginning. And it was the neighbors that sat at home in their living room like you are right now and said, I don't know them, but I'm gonna pick up the phone and I'm gonna give them a shot. So you guys will forever be our original neighbors.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, and this was the first product they ever made.
This is
All right,
it,
so
the
here's
OG.
what happens. And it's the big guy. This is the super size. This is the biggest bar they do. It's months and months and months of having the best skin and the best bathing experience you'll have. I'm gonna run all the choices first. Remember, you're getting a 4-pack. This is huge.
Do you want me to do a description as you do it, or do you want me to do it later?
We can do it. It's just, yeah, let's do it. Okay, here we go. You ready? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Vanilla Absolute.
Madagascar vanilla, sandalwood, and cedar.
Lavender.
Lavender with a little botanical eucalyptus.
And then we have honeyed grapefruit.
Just a very sweet grapefruit scent.
Single ship only on this one, guys. We do have auto ship. Pure, which is always number one.
Absolutely
most
no
popular.
scent, more pure goat milk in that than any formula.
Single ship only there. Honey and orange blossom.
That smells like that soft white blossom that grows on the orange tree.
Single ship only here. Sunshine lemon.
Meyer's lemon with lime leaf and a little bit of cotton.
We've got both single and auto there. Coconut cream.
Organic white coconut milk, a little bit of a white blossom and lime leaf.
Single only on that
And a little
one.
sandalwood as well.
And single ship only. Fresh air. Love fresh air.
Fresh air smells like fresh cotton, lemon, lime, and a vetiver. It's in fine hotels and resorts across the country.
We
It's
have both of those.
Smells
Lilac
expensive.
Dream.
Lilac Dream is like the first morning bloom of lilac with a little bit of a botanical kick, so it's not too flowery.
And both options there. And then finally, our almond honey cookie.
Almond honey cookie smells like an Italian almond biscotti that has a little swirl of amaretto to it.
All right. So let's talk about, it started it all. And how many bars do we think have been sold by now?
Over 60 million.
60 million bars.
And think of it, last year we were saying 30 million, then 32 million, then 35 million.
Yeah.
We're at 60 million bars of soap.
Do you think this is what most people, how they try the line for the first time?
You know, I love that question. I think that this is how most people try the line right now, but depending on where you found us, if you found us on social media, you're probably coming to us for skincare because we've become very, very quickly, we've become leaders in that skincare industry. We started as a bath and body brand. Our skin is our skin. But once Dr. Brent dipped his toe into skincare and skin health, guns a-blazing. I mean, like our eye cream took 15 years. We just launched an eye cream last year. 15 years he wouldn't bring it forward. So if you're looking for great skincare, try us for that. If you've always bought soap, go online and check out our skincare.
And now you got plenty of bars to share.
Yes.
So one bar will last about how long? Because these are huge.
Well, I mean, it really depends on how often you bathe and kind of, you know, if you're using it as a bubble bath, if you're using it as you know, just a shower, definitely a couple of months. I mean, they're triple milled. They weigh a ½ pound each. They don't have any of the yucky synthetic fillers. There is no parabens. There's no sulfates. There's no mineral oils. You don't see any big rainbow bubbles because there's no petroleum in our product. The bar doesn't disintegrate. You know, sometimes your soap bar, it smells great the first shower and then it loses its scent and it becomes mushy. That never happens. The integrity of our soap stays the same until it's completely gone.
You were totally reading my mind because I was like, I hope she talks about that. Because a lot of times, you know, you get a bar of soap, you start using it, and pretty soon it's all mushy on the little thing that holds your soap in the bathroom, and it's so gross, right? And you're like, oh, why is it mushy? It's because of the ingredients that you're using that actually makes that disintegrate so quickly.
They're breaking down. They're used as a bulk filler, really.
Yeah, right.
They make them look bigger. They make it look like you're getting a better value, and in reality, as soon as you get it into the water, it just disintegrates. And it dries the heck out of your skin.
Yeah. Okay, now
you're fighting your own skin.
A lot of people will look at the suds and say, wait, how is it sudsing? Because we've learned, if you watch enough of everything, that if it suds, it's probably not good for you because that's going to strip your skin. But that is untrue with the formula that they've created.
Right. So typically when you see a lot of lather, if you see big rainbow bubbles, you're looking at a lot of sulfates. Like you're going to read a lot of sulfate-free shampoo because it can be very aggressive and very stripping. We don't use any sulfates. We work with, our soap manufacturer actually has been around since World War II, and they are the leading soap manufacturer in the United States. No kidding. We have a very fancy relationship with our soap manufacturer. We don't talk about that very often. So you can see, like, look at the integrity of that. That is that goat milk. It's all of the key ingredients and nutrients in this. It's the best shaving cream ever. It is the best bubble bath. It looks like a dessert. And this, we don't use this for sampling very often. It's the honeyed grapefruit. Can you smell that?
Smell it too, yeah.
Sometimes I forget how good some of the originals.
I do too. Isn't
like,
that
I haven't
funny?
used this one in like probably 5 years.
Okay, here's what happens.
So
if you want the honeyed grapefruit, the one we're sniffing, there's 400 left, and you can only get it single ship. Actually, here's what's going to happen. If you want any of these, I wouldn't wait too much longer because we've already lost auto ship. You know, Kevin, let's just do the couple that have auto ship, because why is that important? You can lock in, again, our HSN deal. It's going to be better than traditional retail for sure. So here's the ones that you have auto ship as an option. Fresh Air. Love Fresh Air. It's so high-end luxe hotel smell. Like that is, and it's in high-end hotels now. So Fresh Air still has auto ship. Lavender as well. Sunshine Lemon. Lilac Dream. And Almond Honey Cookie. All of those you can do single ship or auto ship. Everything else, including the always popular Pure, is only available for single ship. Now here's what you do. At this value, you multiples. You know, you'll get 8 bars. That is plenty of months of some of the most beautiful skincare you'll have. And you're like, oh, it's a bar of soap. No, it's way beyond that. Because you're gonna probably take a shower or bath every day, if not every other day. So why not just change what you're bathing with? Let something that's so routine actually help benefit your skin. It's not like we're asking you to do 10 different steps and, you know, climb Mount Everest to get better looking skin. You're just doing something you're already doing and switching your bar of soap to this. And I promise you, if you don't love it, you can send the other bars back, get your refund back. But here's what happens. You start using it, and then this is the neighborly thing. It's also the kindness. People share it with others.
They end up gifting.
So you'll start using it, and then I put them in stockings every Christmas. If I don't give these in the stockings every Christmas, my family gets mad at me. They're like, hello, where's our Beekman bar of soap? Hello. Yeah. I've actually done, years ago, they did a really beautiful charcoal soap that I loved, and my son had a lot of acne, and he started using that, and it really was effective.
Someone just sent me an Instagram message today
about
asking me, have you that's so strange.
They need to bring it back. See, that's a sign.
That is so strange. I've never been asked that, and just today I got a message from a gentleman saying, hey, did you all discontinue the charcoal soap? I'm gonna make that request.
Oh, you should. And again, my son, that's how I got him started in Beekman. But once you start it, and here's a great way to stick it in the stocking stuffers. It's a great little thank you gift if you're going to go to somebody's house, because one of them is huge, right? Wrap a little bow with a little thank you note on it and say, you know, thanks for having us over for dinner, or thank you so much for having us for the weekend. It's a lovely thought, and it's something you can give anybody, and I think they'll enjoy it.
I look like I
thank
have
you.
hand cream on right
You're
now.
So cute. You do.
Look at that.
You know what's really funny? When I wiped off, all they're giving us is dry wipes to wipe our hand off. And do you know, if you use regular soap, I'd have to go
Your
wash
skin
my
would feel
hands.
so dry.
But I have to go wash my hands afterwards because the scum would be on it. This is so good. Ollie was able to do this and no water
It feels like I
needed.
just put on lotion.
Me too, right? It's good to see you.
This is good.
Thanks
Thank you
for hanging out.
Thanks, everyone.
Stay right there. Find all of our Beekman products on hsn.com. We got a lot of great values going on right now. Miss Linny's taken over, so we'll go back to HSN South.
Let's chat about getting some of the best deals on the things you love. Because when you're an HSN card VIP, the perks are all yours. And who doesn't love extra perks? Like 12 to 18-month VIP financing on select items, plus extra flex on items that you love all day, every day. And HSN card VIPs enjoy extra perks. Oh, if you apply today and if approved, you can get $15 off your order. So, are you ready to jump in? Give them a ring or visit hsn.com.
Keep your wallet chill with the hottest savings during our ultimate summer sale. Don't miss